So for most of my professional life, about half of my professional life, I was self-employed. And immediately upon reading this question, I had this very personal reaction, and that is people who are self-employed and small businesses should not be in the healthcare business. They shouldn't have to worry about where their employees are getting healthcare and whether and how they're going to be competitive in offering a plan or partial payment of a plan to keep and retain employees. Healthcare should never have been tied to employment and your employers. It was done in World War II because salary wage caps were put in, and so businesses could offer healthcare as a fringe benefit to employees as a way around it, and that's neither here nor there. But the point is no other country in the world ever did that, and all of them have gone similar routes to what Ms. Spanberger is referring to, and that's fine. The reality is, though, is that a business shouldn't be, somewhere, one of the CEOs of Ford or GM several years ago made the joke that he never realized he was going to end up in the healthcare business. He just wanted to be in the car business. But something like $3,000 of every new car goes to current and former employees' retirement healthcare benefits. And that's not the way the economy should be set up. A lot of folks say that healthcare or access to health insurance is a right. I don't think it rises to the level of a right, but I do think that the federal government has a responsibility to set up the economy in a way that businesses who want to be in whatever their small business is, or even large business, aren't worried about health care. And so part of that is through, I support what Mitt Romney did in Massachusetts, and I support other states doing things similar to that. Whatever works for them in their state that spreads the risk through as large a risk pool as possible, as Ms. Spanberger was referring to, and allows people to go into the market, buy it like any other product. We do it for car insurance, we do it for homeowners insurance, we do it for all other kinds of insurance, life insurance, and health insurance should be the same way. So pre-existing conditions, all these crazy regulations that health insurance was able to get away with for decades, and when you pull the rug back and look at those things, that's why those aspects of the Affordable Care Act have stuck, and they can't undo it, because those were needed regulations to help bring the health insurance and the health care market into something that is affordable and reasonable for people to go out into the world and buy it by themselves and not be tied to or have it tied to their employer and their jobs. They're free to that helps economic mobility. They're free to move from job to job or location to location.
I'm sorry to interrupt, your time is up.